Here's a quick explanation as to how I'm going to fix the trunk channel weather stripping on this 59 is gone. As you can see, those sides are pretty funky. See, that one's just gone. So I didn't have any way to get real measurements off of these, but fortunate enough to have another 59 in the shop, convertible, and I got some measurements off of these. These have been partially repaired years ago, but they're accurate enough so I can make some measurements and make some practice pieces. I just used cardboard to come up with the bends that I rested up against the car to get the shapes that I needed. I had to put a quick couple pieces of practice parts to make sure that my bends were going to jive. Came out pretty decent, so I think I'm on the money. And then we'll lay this out and make the blank, as wide as the template has to be. Lay out the marks, set it up in the brake. And this is what we got. We got an inside and out. So this is the channel where the rubber sits inside. So the rubber goes down inside of here. This is the opening for the trunk opening. This will get welded to the fin. In the back, you see it's pretty sturdy. It's a nice piece, nice solid part. It's 18 gauge steel. And that will keep the fin straight, so that every time the trunk lid shuts, I'll have something solid to line up with. And there's a left and a right. I cut these at 45 inches long, and I'm going to make the corners. You can see the corners are pretty roached out too. So I'll make a left and right corner off this car based on the car that's next to it, just as to make sure I double check that it's right. And then tack it all together and shut the trunk lid a couple times, see how it looks, and if we're good, then I'll get to this piece. I'm actually going to take the trunk lid off for that one, make all the pieces, weld it all together, tack it in place, and then put the trunk lid back on and double check it. And if all that jives and my gaps look good, then I'll weld that whole thing, keeping the sheet metal as cool as possible while I'm doing it, because it'll be stitched right across this edge and up underneath. And then we'll tackle the outside. This part here won't move much with the welding and cutting, but as you can see, the fins you can move that all over the place. So I'm going to spend a lot of time on those to make sure that they're as true as possible, along with the way the trunk lid fits. So I'll make us another video of the trunk lid, gap, and like I said, the corners. And you know what, I might end up having to pull the back glass, because I need to get down in there to make sure there's nothing else wrong. So that's the plan.